Our next conversation is with Colorado's Democratic Attorney General. Phil Weiser says America is headed for a moment of truth as President Trump tries to use the military against his political opponents. But Weiser told Kyle that Coloradans and Americans cannot be afraid to hold the line.
Our founders were afraid of this step. They knew that the military in cities would chill people's exercise of their rights, would leave people feeling occupied. That's exactly what this republic was founded on not happening. It cannot happen lightly. There's no basis in law or in on-the-ground facts for doing it. We all need to speak loud and clear, and that's the one constraint we need. Public opinion has got to say we can't cross this line, not in America.
That said, people go into the streets to protest, and there are inevitably going to be tension points between federal officers and those protesters. And then President Trump has used those moments of altercations in the streets, even isolated, as then the predicate to send in more troops and so forth. What is your message to Coloradans who want to protest what ICE is doing in our community and who would want to protest if troops are ever sent here? What do you say to them?
Show up at the No Kings rally on October 18th at the Capitol. As many people as possible, and be as peaceful as possible. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to show up. But also, we've got to be peaceful. It's going to be a challenge because your point is right. If people do engage in provocative conduct, you're playing into the argument that there is some type of emergency.
Is there any scenario in which you think that non-peaceful reactions to ICE in the streets or to federal law enforcement is warranted?
No. No, this is very important.
Okay.
If you see ICE, you need to take out your phone and you can capture what's happening. That's a First Amendment right. But do not engage. Do not escalate. It's really important. If we can keep calm, be peaceful, and be orderly, we are going to continue to keep the rule of law in our republic.
A claim that has been made by the Trump administration in Chicago is that local law enforcement has failed to come to the aid of ICE officers who have been confronted by the public and who feel like they're in danger. Can Colorado law enforcement come to the aid of federal immigration agents without running afoul of state law that limits their cooperation?
Yes, this is very important. If someone is doing anything that is hostile, harmful to ICE, that's a crime. That is against the law, and that person needs to be held accountable, and Colorado law enforcement will do its job of enforcing the law.
AG Weiser is seeking the Democratic nomination for governor. Kyle asked him if his 37 lawsuits against the Trump administration are political posturing or good faith concerns. You can see that in their full unedited conversation on the next YouTube channel and 9news.com.